Hi, I'm Dina Barcella, and I wanted to show you how to make almond milk at home today. I make it all the time. It's extremely easy. Buying almond milk in the store is expensive. You're paying for extra packaging. You're mostly paying for water and a whole bunch of extra ingredients that you really don't need to have in your almond milk. And you can do this with almonds. You can do it with cashews. You can do it with Brazil nuts. People have done pistachio. You can do any nut. The nut milk is the same for everything. I recommend doing 1 cup of soaked nuts to 4 cups of water. So you can see this is more than a cup now. It's almost the size of 2 cups. I just soaked these almonds overnight, and it just helps expands them a little bit, and it takes away some of the anti-nutrients, some of the things we don't want in the nuts, some enzyme inhibitors and different things that are harder to digest. So makes it all better all around. So you just add the nuts to, I'm just going to add the almond milk back into this jar. This is a quart-sized jar, so it's 4 cups. And I filled the blender with 4 cups of water. So I'm just going to add the nuts to the blender with the water. And then I like to add a little bit of sweetener. So I just use a medjool date. So just take out the pit. You can use a date, you can use honey, you could use some stevia extract, you could do maple syrup, you can do any sweetener you like. I recommend not doing sugar because you're not really heating this, so it won't dissolve. But this is just going to go with the nut mixture into the nut milk bag that I'll show you, so you won't get any bits of the date in there either. And then I also like to do just a tiny bit of vanilla extract. I like that vanilla flavor, if this would open. That was probably about less than a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And that's it, and then we blend. So I recommend blending on high for about 30 seconds. You can do this in any blender. It doesn't have to be a high-speed blender. Any blender will do. Before I got the Blendtec, I just did it in my KitchenAid. And then I have, this is called a nut milk bag. You can buy these online. You can buy these in your health food store. It's basically just a nylon mesh material. You could use cheesecloth. You can even just use a regular strainer. But I like to make it easier, and it all goes a lot faster this way. So you do want to roll up your sleeves because you might get a little bit of the milk on you. And then you just pour it in to the nut milk bag. And all of the bits will go in here too, and that's what we're basically straining out. And that's it. You just squeeze the milk into, I just put it into a pitcher. You can put it into another bigger jar. You can do it into a bowl. I like doing it in a pitcher because it just makes it much easier to pour right afterwards. I like to make it as easy as possible. And that's it. That pretty much got everything out. And then this is the almond, some people call it almond cork. It's basically just what's left over. You could use this in baking. If you do any almond flour baking, you could use this. You could use it just in any other cookies. You could put it into a granola, really anything you want. I just like to get every little bit out. And that's it. I take the jar that I soaked the almonds in. That's delicious. It's that easy. You're just mixing the almonds in the water, whatever sweetener you want, if you want any other flavoring, and there you have it. This will last in your fridge for about 5 days. So you don't have any stabilizers, emulsifiers, additives, preservatives, none of that junk, no added bad sweetener. You can control everything, and you can make it taste exactly how you want. Enjoy.